With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Welcome to BreezeLine, where you'll say ta-ta T-Mobile because we have 99.9% network reliability and they don't. That's right. Time, weather, or even streaming in a basement won't affect our superior service. That's because we have real internet backed by our fiber-powered network. And T-Mobile, well, they just have a 5G cellular network. So for a limited time, find your perfect speed with prices starting at $19.99 a month for 24 months. Terms and conditions apply. Go to breezeline.com to learn more.
Hello to you all. Welcome in. The Eric Zane Show Podcast. Facebook Marketplace. There's always it always seems to be some type of saga involved with anything when it comes to Facebook Marketplace. But that didn't stop me. That did not deter me from rooting around there to look for something very simple. Now, I know what you're going to say as I get into this, because I'm skeezed out a little bit too. But getting a mattress on Facebook Marketplace, okay. You're basically getting something that the person you're getting it from could theoretically spend a third of their day on. And God knows what has been exposed to that mattress. Or the mattress has been exposed to God knows what. But I need this mattress, box spring, and frame, twin bed for Fear Bunker North. I'm not sleeping on it. My dad is. So what do I care? As you know, charity scam Mike just lost access to his up north fear bunker a mile and a half from us. So now, and my dad stays at his place. It's a nicer place. That's gone. That was sold. So now everybody stays at my place, including my dad and Joanne. Now, this old trailer was where they used to stay. Now they're back. But Dad and Joanne, Dad snores all the time. He likes to be in a different room or else he wakes up Joanne. He used to sleep on this old ratty couch. Everybody's already offering me suggestions. I'll get to that. And I plan on doing all those things. Josh says the old joke of getting a used mattress is gross, but we'll pay $250 a night to a Hilton hotel without thinking about it. That's a great point. Never once thought about that. You don't think about that. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Listen up. So, this is an old, everything in that place is old. When you go up there, you're not roughing it, but it's, not it's not a 5-star hotel either. Okay, we're getting suggestions. Shh. Just shh. Listen. Just listen. This isn't a conversation. This is me doing a show. So shh. I just got to get away from the comments. A joke is one thing. God. So anyway, I go ahead and I look on Marketplace, and there's a couple of options. I reach out no, it's not available. The two that I asked, hey, is this still available? I get a no. So I start talking to person 3. Persons 1 and 2 are like, oh, it fell through. Are you still interested? And I'm like, well, no, I just committed to like number 3. So I tell 1 and 2, no. The plan is I'm going to go up to Fear Bunker North Sunday to paint and drop off this bed. I'm going to stop on the way up in this community called Big Rapids. It's about 60 miles from here. Pick up the bed, continue on my way up, drop the bed off. Fear Bunker North has a ton of snow. I reach out to my snowplow guy. His name's Matt. I go, can you give me a push? Yeah. Turns out, his truck blew up. He can't give me a push. I cannot get in there. Now, let's back up a little bit. This is not so simple as just go to whatever his face's house is and pick the shit up and be on my merry way. God. This is such a... It's just so backbreaking. And because part of me wants to get like involved with this person. And you're like, wait, what? What are you talking about? No, it's true. All right. I reach out to this dude. And I'm like, yeah, is this available? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. Now I noticed that he had it was a mattress for like $75, dropped down to $40. Turns out it's the whole deal. The mattress, the box, and the frame. I said, all right, cool. I may be traveling through Big Rapids on Sunday. I'll let you know. He's like, okay, that's cool. However, it needs to be gone by Friday. But if you're serious and will take it, I can hold. I'm like, great. Yes, I'm serious. No tears or anything. Smoke and pet free. Well, I'll take care of that. There are a few stains from my daughter. Now, I don't know if those are was this a murder scene? I don't know. Maybe she spilled a juice cup or something. I don't know. But they can easily be cleaned off. I'm like, don't even worry about it. I'm going to end up putting like plastic around it or a mattress pad and a topper, probably some memory foam. It's going to be perfect. Then he adds this. I'm homeless right now. My ma is letting me sell some of her stuff to help me with hotel rooms. Now, right away, I want to just dive in with that and say, why the fuck are you homeless? I want to like help the guy. I want to like give him a pep talk. You know, what's going on there? What? Wait, so you're like just trying to go night by night on hotel rooms? I mean, how long is that going to get you? How far is that going to get you? You're going to need like some income going on here. I don't know. That's the reason I dropped the price. He says, I'm homeless right now. Ma's letting me sell some of her stuff to help me with hotel rooms. That's the reason I dropped the price. It's a nice bed. It was bought for my daughter when she comes to visit her grandma. So I'm like, oh, shit. So I just feel like an asshole, you know? That's my anxiety. And I'm like, well, I got to do something. I got to help this guy. But I'm like, I've gone down this road so many times before, and it's just blown up in my face. So I'm like, I'm just going to steer clear. I don't want to say anything. This will work out somehow. So I'm resisting the... Baby Jesus is like, look, You help that guy with the kidney. Now I put this in front of you. I want you to help that. You listened to me then. I want you to listen to me now. And I'm like, no. Negative. I am not. I've done this before in other shit I haven't even told you about, this audience. No. I let someone else do it for a change. I am not doing this. Negative. I'm going to buy the damn mattress and I'm going to get the fuck out of there. He says all of it. The mattress, box spring, and frame. Complete bed. Even a set of sheets to go with it. I'm like, all right. I wrote, perfect. I'll take it. So I'm planning on Sunday. Then I find out that Matt, my snowplow guy up north, blew up his truck. I can't go up there. They just got another foot of snow yesterday. I'm talking about, but at this point in the conversation, I'm talking to him about Sunday. Is there a good time Sunday to be there? He says, as soon as you can. Like I said, currently staying in a hotel at the Super 8. The bed's like 10 minutes from where I'm at. I'm just trying to stay out of the cold. I'm like, oh no, fucking shit. Right, yes, sir. And I'm like, no, baby Jesus, no. No. I'm not doing this. We aren't doing this. Yes, sir, I will buy that bed. I imagine I can be there around 10 a.m. Sunday. I marked it as sold. It's yours. I said, all right, awesome. Thanks. Where am I going? So he gives me some more instruction. Do you have Cash App? You go pick up the bed from my mom and her boyfriend. Then he writes, I need the money for a room at the Super 8. I'm here now, and my checkout is Friday at noon. I'm trying to get enough for another night. Oh, shit. So then I write, I can get up there tomorrow if you like. That might buy, because now I'm like, I can't go up north. So I reveal to the dude, I can get up there tomorrow if you like. That might buy you some time. Yes, I have Cash App. Yeah, the sooner the better for me. I'll set it up for you to pick up, and once you picked it up, it's all yours, and you can Cash App me the money if that's okay with you. I said, all right, let's do that. I can get up there early afternoon tomorrow, like today. Awesome. So you know what time, so I can let my mom or boyfriend know. I said around 12:15, 12:30. This sounds a little sketch. Am I going to get killed here? So, this is the time that I'm asking you questions. This is the time that I would expect you to weigh in on this, on the chat. He says, okay, perfect. I'll let them know and that we have worked out the payment so you can just pick up. Thank you. This is really helping me. They have 2 dogs. They might be out there. They are 100% friendly and just want to say hi. I said, no, thank you. I needed this bed. I said, no, thank you. I needed this bed. He says, no problem. I said, no problem. I love dogs. He says, they're theater dogs. He said, yeah, it's all theater. Actually, they're my service dogs, so they are cool. And he gives me his Cash App number. I said, I'll let you know, Jim, and I'm like, oh, he gives a name. I don't want to do that. He gives me an address. Thank you again. My mom said she has sheets for it if you want. Everything is all set. I said, cool. So I think what I picture is I'm going to, we're going up to former Zaniac country here. This is off the beaten path. We'll go with the home protection shotgun in the front with extra shells in the pocket. We'll go with the 9mm hollow points holstered in the back. And the 38 hollow points inner pocket jacket. We've got a quick draw. A drive up with the shotgun nearby. Get out. Easy access to the back holster. Should be no problem. Armed to the teeth. With a backup magazine. I think it sounds like a I'm being set up. So when I die, I want you all to point the police to this right here. Mama Goat, Nikki, says, yikes, don't do it. Isn't there a Goodwill or something nearby that sells furniture? Linda says, this is a Dateline NBC episode waiting to happen. Maureen says, take Justin with you. Kenny says, you're being set up. This is a BS story. Jimmy says, wear a MAGA hat. Aram says, a guy will have 3 guns. Josh says, anyone else picturing Eric driving down that same road with the private property sign from a few years ago? Bring Dean with you. Chris says they're going to steal your remaining kidney. Same comment from Linda. Eric, don't end up in an ice bath in a hotel room with your other kidney removed. These are all excellent jokes. I appreciate this. Cole says, so his mom has an extra bed, but he's homeless. Aram says Eric should see if this guy has a bridge he can buy. Maureen says, no, back out of this deal immediately. Kenny says, this guy is so full of shit. Cole says, I don't need your life story. Here's $40. Give me the bed. Maureen says, definitely a scam. Radio voice, Linda, I smell a scammer. Probably zero truth in all of that. Oh, God. Amanda says, you sure his name wasn't Joe? All right. I'm going. I am going. Okay. It's easy to just throw out, hey, it's a scam. What's the scam? What could possibly be the scam here? Unless if they're actually planning on robbing me at gunpoint. Oh, you guys are so wrong. Jimmy says this will be on Netflix. Kenny says, dude, too much BS story. Maureen says, don't do it. Organ harvesting. Can you talk to his mom? You guys are overthinking this. 1,000,000%. Dan says, driver does not carry any cash. Chris says it's such a sad sack story. It almost has to be true. You have all become way too cynical. I am 1,000,000% defying all of you. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to keep you all informed as I travel up there. Aram says broadcast live during the purchase. I may do that. And then you will all know that everything is fine. It's all going to be perfect. I'm getting suggestions that I'll be murdered or kidnapped. Linda, thankfully your family has the tracking app, so they'll know where your last whereabouts were for Keith Morrison. All right. So that's part of what happened yesterday. Chris says, quote, local podcaster posted this video shortly before he was murdered. Josh writes, killed on the mattress and turned into, I think that's supposed to say paste. News 8's Susan Samples has the story. I think that's supposed to be pasty. Yeah. You botched that. You're at the bottom of the joke list for that. It's not my fault you can't type. All right. So, like today, I'm getting done with this podcast. And then I got to turn around, do the Patreon. That'll be my last one before my death. And then I'm gone. I am gone. I'll be there between 12:15 and 12:30. I'm going to get my mattress, my bed, drive back. I'm stoked. And you all will see that this you're way too wound up on this deal. Kuipers says Leon will come out of retirement for this story. Daisy, moving on. Our beloved Daisy has been diagnosed with a UTI. So when I go to the vet, I know that she is due like some vaccinations. I think she needs a rabies shot. I think she needs a distemper shot, Bordetella. She also needs a doggy flu shot. She also needs a doggy heartworm shot. You know that they have doggy heartworm, that instead of giving the dog the pills each month, they can give the dog one shot a year. It's awesome. I need that. I need them to, under the microscope, look at her urine. She needs a senior well check, senior annual well check from Dr. Levin. So I'm walking in and I'm like, dollar signs. Good thing I'm saving so much money on the bed. So I'm like, oh boy. But the big reason is because she keeps peeing in the house. Something is amiss, and I suspected this was a urinary tract infection. Now, Tyler throws the magic dollar amount out because that's what I was thinking too. I'm like in the waiting room, and they take her to get like a blood draw. And so I'm alone, not in the waiting room, but in the exam room. And I'm like, okay, $1,000. Well, I can go credit card, or I can do this. And I'm like moving, like, oh no. I just put hockey game money into my savings account. I'll just transfer that over. So I'm actually doing getting ready to do cash transfers from like one account to another to pay for this mega bill. And then she comes in and, doctor talks, and then the assistant. And she goes, okay, here's the estimate. It's like estimate. They call it, it is an estimate. It's like, this is how much it's going to cost. And this is what you do. You go high on the expense in your brain, and then when they come back lower, you're like, hey, victory. We came in at 633. And I go, oh, that's a bargain. That's awesome. Jacqueline has pet insurance. I don't know how much of this would have been covered. Probably a good fair amount of it. It might be worth it. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is worth it. She has she pays $20 a month for pet insurance. And substantial savings on something like this. It's not like 100%. It's some. So what would have been 633 would probably have been, I don't know, 333. You pay $20 a month per animal. But even that, I mean, your old pal Eric Zane got to do the math here. When you have, okay, if I did $20 a month for times 6 4 dogs, 2 cats. That's $120 a month. That's still not bad. $1,440 a year. I should do that. But she's good. She's got antibiotic. Come back for a recheck. Look at her sleeping peacefully. I put the antibiotic in her. I gave it to her yesterday. And amazingly, I don't think it had that quick of an effect. But she didn't pee last night on the carpet. So I'm happy about that. Wild night at the hockey game last night. First of all, Kevin Kuipers was there. He witnessed this. I'm going to describe it for you now. I'll post the highlights of this in the show notes, if that's your thing. But before the game, I'm in the parking lot, and I'm walking in with Uri Fisher, who, if you're a Red Wing fan, you know who Uri Fisher is. Highly touted player and defensive player for the Red Wings. And he's the guy that had that heart attack on the bench a long time ago. And they had to give him CPR to bring him back. He survived. He never played hockey again. He works in the organization with the prospects, the guys we're going to watch on the ice. And so I see him. I go, "Hey, Mr. Fisher, how are you?" And he goes, "Oh, good to see you." And just small talk, whatever bullshit. Walk into the rink. He's from, I think, Czechoslovakia or something like that. So I think that there was I don't know why he took what I said weird after the game, but I'll get to that. Now, the team, the Griffs, have won 25 games. They've lost 29, and they've lost a certain amount in overtime or shootouts. And for the life of me, it doesn't seem like they're only 4 games under 500. It seems to me worse. I don't know why. They go through spells, especially at home, where they just stink. And that was on display in the first period and the second period of this game. Their power play is second to last in the league at home. They're much more effective on the road than they are at home, which doesn't make much sense. Their power play is 12.5% at home. So if you give them 100 power plays, 12 times they'll score. League leader is about 25%. So it's bad. But there they are, and they're sucking. First 2 periods in the books. I mean, it's a drag. They're down 2-0, but it might as well be 35-0. And then it's incredible. I've never seen this before. In fact, it set a record for goals in a period. First, they scored 4 goals in 9 minutes, starting at 1:30 into the third period. The Griffins did. First, they scored 2. Chicago scored 1 to make it 3-2. And then the Griffins scored 4 more fucking goals. They scored 6 goals in the period. Team record. Just completely flipped the script and won the fucking game. What a wild-ass night. I mean, we were getting so annoyed with how shitty this team was in the first 2 periods. What the fuck? And it bums us out from a game presentation standpoint because we don't have anything to do with the players. We have to do, all we care about is what goes on when there's not a hockey play going on, trying to entertain the fans, keep them engaged, keep them happy. And sometimes it gets to be hard when the team is playing as awful as they were playing in the first 2 periods of that game. But my God, insane. Kuipers was there. He witnessed this. Man. That was something. Also, in that, so I walk out of the venue, and Uri Fisher is getting into his car, and he's actually driving up, and he rolls down his window. He goes, and I look at him, I go, wow. And he goes, yeah, incredible. I go, that was ridiculous. And when I said ridiculous, I meant it like in a good way, like ridiculous. Oh my God, incredible. Like that. And I think he didn't get what I think he thought that I was like, oh, this is ridiculous. Because he goes, why? And, I wasn't being negative, but he thinks I was being negative. And I go, well, no, I mean like ridiculous in a fantastic way. It was, that was incredible. Good win for the boys. And I go, yeah, see ya. He rolls up his window. He drives away, probably thinking, what a fucking asshole. You can't keep anybody happy. This motherfucker, we just scored 6 goals in 1 period, win the game, and he's telling me it's ridiculous. So I was like, So he probably hates me now. During the game, I have to, a lot of times, wander across the ice during the intermission, take a pee. That's a new thing this year. So, in between the first and second intermission, or first and second period during the intermission, I go take a leak. The mascots are on the ice, Griff and Finn, and and all the promo crew, and they got the T-shirt cannon, and now the lady who sits next to me at the scorer's table, Josie, she is waiting patiently for me to fall on the ice, because when I go to the bathroom, the Zambonis scrape the ice and put down water, which then resurfaces the ice, and it is wet when I'm walking across it. If you've ever walked across chewed up ice, it's easy. Walking across wet ice is treacherous. And I'm wearing dress shoes, which are flat. So it is, it's not fun. And I got to walk all the way across the ice. And she records me every time in case I wipe out. Now, I didn't wipe out here, but there's a couple things that happen. I almost wiped out. You'll see and hear that when I do that. And then the fucking mascots, Griff and Finn, they approach me to help me. And I'm like, get the fuck away from me. No, because the second they try to help me, I'm afraid I'm going to wipe out. Audio check, video check. This is how that looked. And I'll link it up if you're listening to the audio podcast. Look at, I am walking. Now, you can see where it's wet, and this is where it's dry. I have no problem on the dry swaths, but the wet swaths of ice are a disaster. I got to look down to make sure that it's okay. Did you see that? I almost fell right there. I'm looking for the Zambonis because they'll hit you. I'm like, no, don't help me. Don't help me. I'm saying, get the fuck away from me. Don't touch me, goddammit. Oh, shit. I hate that so much. Those fuckers. They know what they're doing. They wanted me to fall. That's why they did that. Don't touch me, goddammit. Ryan says, you look like Bob Barker trying to walk across the Price is Right stage at the end of his run. Kyle says, bring a coffee can. You can pee in the booth. First of all, no, that's ridiculous and a stupid comment. And I can't go potty in front of people. I have to be like, in an enclosed room with privacy. Why can't they make another way into that little booth? I don't know. One door in, one door out. The suggestion, wear diapers and pee. No. Again, that's why. I need the privacy. And no, I'm not going to wear diapers, you asshole. A catheter. No, how about just walk across the fucking ice and take a pee? That's not a big deal. I've been doing this for 18 years and I've never fallen. All right. Thank you for checking out the show. Facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page, Twitter @Eric Zane Show, and on YouTube, Eric Zane Show. Follow on all of those things. As I start the show, obviously you're watching it on all those platforms and Twitch, but Twitch is the only one that you get it uninterrupted. So if you're watching on any of those other platforms, check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe button, and then you're all set. Or download the Twitch app, search Eric Zane Live. Boom, that's it. Audio podcast available on all platforms. Subscribe, rate, and review so you can listen to the show whenever you want. You can reach me via email on the Shoreliners Striping inbox, eric@ericzaneshow.com. All right. Thanks to you folks on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I will say goodbye to you. Have a great rest of your day. Eric Zane for HelloFresh. You're going to save 60% plus free shipping. Pay attention. Here are the options for you. Take the family out to eat, and then you're bankrupt by the end of the month. That's out. Okay, I'm going to plan a bunch of meals. I'm going to do research, hours on end, go to the store, buy all this stuff. Somebody's going to crash into my car. I'm going to get home. Nobody's going to like it because I didn't do the recipe right. The instructions weren't clear. It goes to waste in the fridge. Blow even more money. And then everybody thinks you're a terrible preparer of meals. Or you can call upon America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh. I would just like you to try this. We go way back, you and I. So just try this just once. Go to HelloFresh.com/Zane60, and then you'll use the code Zane60 for 60% off plus free shipping. So the box comes to your door after you make the various checks of what you like and how much food you actually want to get, and then let it play out. It comes to your door. The instructions are perfect. They're on individual cards. All of the portions are measured so that nothing goes to waste. You plate the food, you pass it along to the family at the table, and they're like, this is fantastic. I am not kidding you. It is a life game changer. HelloFresh. Again, you go to HelloFresh.com/Zane60 and use the code Zane60, and that's 60% off plus free shipping. Now, this offer does not last forever, so now is the perfect time. As I'm talking to you, log on, do it, sign up, and then get ready to have some fun and be admired by your family and friends. And make sure you tell me how it goes. Reach out to me on email or whatever. Scream at me when I'm running down the street and tell me that I was right, because I am right. HelloFresh is fantastic. I swear by it. I love these folks. HelloFresh.com/Zane60 and use the code Zane60 for 60% off plus free shipping. They didn't become America's #1 meal kit by doing anything other than being the best. Thank you, HelloFresh.
As a Lowe's MVP's Pro Rewards member, get reliable GE appliances for your properties and save while doing it. Right now, take advantage of Bonus Points Rewards, where you can earn 1 bonus point on every $1 spent on the GE laundry pair. Perfect for any contractor or job, this laundry pair is affordable and built to last. Head to your local Lowe's or visit Lowe's.com to save big on GE appliances. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Valid 3/4 through 3/19, subject to change.
Welcome to BreezeLine, where you'll say, "Ta-ta, T-Mobile, our home internet is just plain better. More reliable and faster because we put internet first. If there's network congestion, we won't slow your internet down like T-Mobile does to help their cell customers. And right now, you can try out a true internet experience with BreezeLine's reliable and fast fiber-powered home internet. Find your perfect speed with prices starting at $19.99 a month for 24 months. Terms and conditions apply. Go to breezeline.com to learn more.
I see Joe Martinez is in attendance. Jet setting again. Heading to Texas this time. I don't know what's going on there. Are you flying to Texas and then driving into Mexico? Is that, I mean, what's happening here? Are you just visiting Texas? You're driving to Texas. What the hell isn't, wait a minute. First of all, if you're driving, do me a favor. Give the phone to your better half and have her type it in. I don't want you texting and driving. I don't even want you doing voice to text. Okay? You still have to hit the little microphone and talk into it. Bad start to your drive. He says, no one else with me in the truck. Ugh. Yeah, there's no one else on the road either. The suggestion is being made, if you are going to do voice to text, do some voice to text forbidden Spanish.
Tu madre es una puta. Comes chingo de cagada.
Or maybe...
Come mis nalgas cuando yo estoy cagando, cabrón.
I think the best one is...
Lame mi palo con tu culo.
Lame mi palo con tu culo. Suck my dick with your butt.
Lame mi palo con tu culo.
Lame mi palo con tu culo. I got that one down. Lame mi palo con tu culo.
Lame mi palo con tu culo.
You hear that, Joe? Lame mi palo con tu culo.
Lame mi palo con tu culo.
Con tu culo. So when I'm at the Griffins game, part of the operation is obviously the hockey players, and then all of the off ice people putting the show together, and the stage hands. They run the lights. They run the center hung matrix scoreboard. They run the spotlights. They take care of various operations to make sure the show runs smoothly. They then, at the end of the game, have to tear all of this down, the rink, all of the boards, all the plexiglass, take out several rows of seats, and then supervise as a crew comes in and brings in tons of dirt because it's monster truck weekend. And they actually bring in like 40 of those double dumper type of trucks that they started at 7 a.m. this morning, driving in. They back into the arena, dump the dirt, and then this army of giant yellow tractors and bobcats move the dirt to form the track for Monster Truck Weekend. That's an amazing thing in itself. They should have like a time-lapse video of that. I think that'd be interesting. But I bring that up because the stagehands, it's a local union, and I know these people very well. The International Brotherhood of Theatrical and something Workers Union number or local number or whatever. And I said to one of these guys, I go, hey, are any of you guys working because the stagehands, they work at this venue and all the venues in town. You know, you can't have any type of performance without that type of work being done. And they also work at the place called DeVos Performance Hall. And, you know, I have a lot of acts that go there. And one of the shows that's showing up there that the stagehands have to load in, load out, and execute is April 8th. And a famous radio show is doing a live show. That would be our friends at the Free Beer and Hot Wings show. And so I'm talking to a couple of the guys on the comm during the game because I was bored because they were down 2-0. Ryan says smug beer and shit wings. I got to remember to refer to Greg as smug beer. So I said to my buddy Bob, who's a spotlight operator, I go, hey, are you working the smug beer show? He says, no. I said to my buddy Carlos, I go, Carlos, yeah. Are you working the smug beer show? No, but I know a lot of people that are. I go, oh. He goes, if I was there, I would put your logo on the big screen. I said, that's hilarious. Funny joke. I'm thinking. He goes, no, I'm serious. I go, oh my God. Well, I wouldn't want you to get yourself in trouble. Come on now. He goes, I'm not going to get in trouble. We're a union. I go, oh, okay. So then Bob goes, do you want to work the show? I go, what? He goes, every show has people who get one-day contracts to work for us, load in or load out. We always need stagehands. You would be part of the quote-unquote load-in crew. I go, really? Is that right? Yeah. I go, well, what if they have a fit? He goes, they can't do anything. We employ who we see fit. It's our call. It's not the talent's call. We can do whatever the fuck we want. I go, oh, really? Can you imagine if I'm the guy operating like the spotlight, or I'm the one with the headphone and the microphone? All right, go, you fucking asshole! It's time to get on stage, you dumb cock. Cole says, tell them to hire some random Joe. Oh, my God. If Joe and I both were hired in, oh, fuck. It'd be like Night at the Apollo. We'd have a giant cane to grab them when no jokes are landing and people are looking at each other like, this isn't fucking funny. So they were serious. Super serious about it. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to go there. I might look like an asshole. But then I'm like, well, you look like an asshole every day. Just for the looks on their face when they see me. Just them knowing I'm in attendance there behind the scenes doing whatever I want. Oh. Jimmy says, introduce them. Aram says it will eclipse the actual show and would be great advertising. Tyler says you could have Ben work with you. Chris says Reddit would explode. Oh, my God. Let me think about that. Part of me wants to, but then I lose my nerve. Maybe I need more encouragement from you. Some of you might have a more pragmatic thought about this and I don't know, Eric, just leave it alone. but I could actually do this. What do you think? All right. Chris says Reddit would explode. Their Reddit thread sucks. I mean, well, when I say it sucks, there's nothing that they're talking about. It's all just either people who don't like it, and then that's it. There's nothing going on there. Kuiper says, do it, pussy. Pretend you fell off the wagon and get sympathy for being a drunk. Let's say Bakasha says they have been giving away a lot of tickets. Well, yeah. I don't know if you've noticed this, but back when I was there, damn near a decade ago, I remember when we did this show. And I remember how happy we were when after about 5 days, the venue was sold out. From up front all the way back and on the sides, 2,600 people or so, packed to the gills. Right now, the blue seats are the ones that aren't sold. So it looks to be just about half or maybe more than half. Stand by. So there is a lot. I don't know what's contributing to that because the show is more popular than ever. Everybody loves this show. And I don't know if they're like, is this a Joe protest? Is it just the same old show that I already saw it. I'm not going to spend the money again. I don't know. But there are a lot of seats that are not purchased for this thing. Interesting. Kyle says 2015, that was a great show. Jackie gave us a great quote. I'm not a teenager. I'm 18. Are you telling me that my daughter was on stage there? Because I do not recall that. My daughter was at that show and on the stage? Jackie and Jim were. You played a Family Feud style game. No recollection. That scares me. How the fuck do I forget so much? I'm not a teenager. I'm 18. Madison, speaking of kids, our very own Madison is doing a little better as she works her way through her COVID. She's got the vid. She is recovering, doing okay. Ryan says, you think you'd remember your kids being at a huge venue like that on stage? No, I don't. Radio voice Linda says, I went to the show with Diana when Steve met Annette. We go that far back? Oh, my God. Hashtag Big Fraud Zane. My first memory of you, Linda, is like a year ago. I'm kidding. Warning. I think O'Neill is starting to have a dream. Okay, let's check this out. Shh. Okay, there's Daisy snoring. I think we're gonna hear O'Neill start to yip. Listen to that snore. I wonder if you can pick up the fart that I have in the chamber right now. Hang on. I don't think you could have heard that. I think I shit my pants. All right. I don't hear him anymore. Ryan Brian says, damn it, you had a muffled shit fart, which means I'm probably going to hear from Rick. Wonder if he's here right now. Oh, no, he is. Oh, boy. That's going to be a meeting. It's going to be drama. You said the word fart. I'm pissed off. I'm out. You're not allowed to say any words that have F-A-R-T in it. In fact, even if you say a word that has any letters from the word fart, I hate you. You're dead to me. Maureen says, LOL, Eric forgot he'd met me before the second time I saw him. I know. God damn it. I know. It's horrible. All right. I've already gotten completely off the rails. Sign up for my Patreon and have more fun. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Patreon. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Hours and hours of content. Ad-free, listener-supported Patreon. Thank you.
Lame mi palo con tu culo.
Lame mi palo con tu culo. The open and live stream of today's hijinks brought to you by Blue Frost IT. 616-200-8550. The managed IT service provider for the Eric Zane Show podcast. So, all right. Like, let's say you're Rick from TC Paintball. His business has, all sorts of tech and networks and routers and modems and printers and keyboards and whatever, monitors. Let's say you're like, all right, all this shit needs to be updated. Don't just go start buying stuff off the shelf. Sit down for a 30-minute complimentary consultation with Blue Frost IT. 616-200-8550. Otherwise, you might buy too little, too much, or not the right equipment. They'll help you with that, help you set it all up, and then they'll become your managed IT service provider. At least they'll try to. They'll say you need to have someone watching over this, monitoring your systems. In case anything breaks down, we can be here very, very quickly to get you up and running. Time is money, and you don't want to be without your tech. Thank you, Blue Frost IT, 616-200-8550. They do this for me. Now, some of the stuff I can fix on my own. You know that. But if anything goes wrong, I've got them. Thank you, as always, to the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. No matter where you are in the U.S., if you need that mortgage, reach out to Mario. You can't utilize him if you're in South Carolina, Maine, Alaska, and Hawaii. Otherwise, have at it. 231-332-6505. Going to check in with Kyle from Dumpster Divers in just a minute. Before I do that, though, video I need to share with you of an incident that happened somewhere in the Garden State, the beautiful state of New Jersey. This is dash cam video. I don't think there's any sound to it. And this is a semi fast approaching. You got, the flares, 2 cop cars, the trooper in the middle of the road who's doing like, all right, slow it down. And then this trooper realizes he's not slowing down. He's going to kill us all. Then he realizes it, and he gets the fuck out of the way.
New Jersey officials have a warning for drivers, and they're letting the tape make the case. They've posted scary video of the state troopers' call.
Oh, no.
New Jersey Department of Transportation just posted this video of a state trooper dodging out of the way just before a semi-truck slams into 3 state police vehicles. It happened on Interstate 80 in North Jersey on February 24th. NJDOT says no one was injured in this case, but it still delivers a strong warning. Drivers need to slow down and move over for first.
The rig that hit, it looked like a semi, but it was actually a tow truck.
But it still delivers a strong warning.
There it is. It's a semi/tow truck. That's the type of semi, or that's the type of tow truck that could transport like a semi. It's a big fucking deal. But I like how he's like waving it down. Hey, slow down. And then he's got enough sense to realize, holy fuck, it's like maximum overdrive here. I'm getting the fuck out of the way.
Officials have a warning for drivers, and they're letting the tape make posted scary video of a state trooper's close call.
Oh, my God. You ever see that movie, Maximum Overdrive? Emilio Estevez. Oh, AC/DC did the soundtrack. Who made who? Ain't nobody told you who made who. Ryan says we need Trucker Dan's reaction to this. Well, he'll be with us probably tonight on the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. We definitely got to get his reaction to that. It's a great idea, Ryan. That's why you've got producer's blood coursing through your veins. Kyle says, what an awful movie, but so much fun to watch. Oh, yeah. You see, the premise was Stephen King wrote the book, and they made a movie out of it. A comet flies by the U.S., and the comet disrupts things, I guess, and makes it so that all machines take over. And so the trucks attack people. That's all I remember. I remember that and the scene where like I think a vending machine attacks kids by shooting pop cans at them. Let me see if I can find that. Maximum Overdrive vending machine. Yeah, the kids are like playing baseball, you know, and they want to go get a drink. So they head on over to like the vending machine or whatever, or some dude goes to the vending machine at the Little League Park. And then, oh, my God, audio check, video check. Here you go. That was a horrible slide. Why was the coach all bummed out? His team just scored the winning run. Now watch. Watch the coach. Oh, shit. He's like pissed off.
Come on, sodas. I'm buying.
See, that's the coach who was pissed off. He's getting them sodas now. He's like, God, I'm so pissed off. I hate everything. See, now the comet has taken over the machine.
No sodas.
Huh?
See, look at it. Oh, it hit him in the balls twice.
What the hell?
And now the soda machine is shooting. It hit the guy in the head with a can, and now it's shooting the kids. That's it. How stupid is that? My God. I remember seeing that. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm terrified. I'm so scared. This is great. You hear the AC/DC music? Sink the Pink is on that Who Made Who record. The fact that they got a song called Sink the Pink. Can you imagine the writing meeting when they came up with Sink the Pink? It's fantastic. That's when songs, they would just write about drugs or booze or puss. Those are the three things that they would write about. Gonna reach out to Kyle for another round of Let's Kill with Kyle.
Oh, dude, what's going on?
Hey, did you ever see the movie Maximum Overdrive?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Wait a minute. Oh, shit, this wasn't, I thought it was you and me that were talking about it the other day, but no, it wasn't. I was hanging out with somebody just the other day, and we were literally talking about it, and we could not remember the name, and we didn't want to Google it, so we were for like a half an hour just trying to really think hard about it. But Maximum Overdrive, baby, I love that fucking movie.
Okay, so the one where the trucks take over and shit?
Yeah, dude, the trucks and those fucking lawnmowers and the car. Yeah, dude.
God, I didn't see that coming because you were I don't even think you were born when that came out.
I know. I'm telling you, dude, I'm a fucking old soul, dude. And it's definitely due to my dad because I feel like there's a good chance that me and my dad are probably somewhat autistic.
Oh, yeah.
As mentioned. But, yeah, he used to, when I was a kid and, my mom would, go hang out with her friends or whatever, and it was just me and my dad chilling, we would just watch, movies that he likes. So we would watch, Maximum Overdrive, Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, stuff like that.
The thing about those movies back then, the way they would, the type of storytelling would be so absurd because you'd have whatever's happening in the movie, but for some reason the director would feel the need to show a giant set of tits or a big full muff. So it was always a big deal if you see muff in a movie, and then it's all weird, and the amount of nudity back in those movies was ridiculous back then.
Yeah, I do think about that. I feel yes, there was, but then I also feel nowadays, shit is way more wild and what's the word I'm looking for? Cultural sense, I guess.
I guess explicit. Yeah. Nowadays, you can actually see a shiny penis as it plunges. All right. So yeah, we were just talking about that, and I also want to run this by you. So. I reached out to a dude on Messenger, Facebook Marketplace. Believe it or not, I need to get a twin bed. And so this is used, and I know that sounds disgusting, but for what I need it for, it'll work. I'm putting it in this old trailer I have up north, And so I reach out to the guy, and he's and everybody's telling me I'm going to get murdered because he tells me that he's homeless. And
oh shit!
It's at his the bed's at his mom's, and his mom is letting him sell shit so that he can have money for a hotel room. And everybody's
wow,
you're gonna get murdered. You're dead.
Or at least you're gonna have to suck some dick.
Oh, I feel like. Yeah. So this might be our last conversation. So,
oh man, that is. I've seen some weird stuff on Marketplace, obviously, more in tune to scams and whatnot.
Right.
But this is a first, dude.
Yeah. So I think it's ridiculous enough that it's not a scam. I actually don't think it's a scam. Because my question, other than if they just rob me, where's the scam? I'm giving them money. They're giving me a fucking, am I going to get there? And they're going to say, no mattress, but can we have your money? I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to, if they had suggested, hey, but you have to pay us first, then I would not do that. But he's said, you get the mattress, then send me the cash on Cash App.
Yeah, that's this is giving me vibes. I mean, I haven't thought about this in a long time, but you remember fucking, I don't even know when, like circa like the early 2010s when there was the Craigslist killer around like this area?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that was a wild time. Just like, cause I was like in my younger 20s, like the old youngies.
Yeah.
So like, you and all your friends get around. You're like, we're gonna go find this body. You know what I mean? And I think like a lady's head was like decapitated or something. I can't remember now, but it was a wild time. So now I'm just thinking about that. Not to freak you out or nothing.
Well, no, that's all right. I'll be armed to the teeth. I'll be more armed than a prolific school shooter.
Dude, Eric Zane with a gun. That is, I never thought about that in my life.
Several guns. I'll have two concealed and then a shotgun in the front seat. I'll have even backup magazines.
How about are you gonna have like that little one like clipped to your ankle? Can we do that? I've
got one holstered in the back, and I've got one inside pocket of the jacket. The one inside pocket is a small. It's just a 38. It's a small gun, but the fucking 9mm that'll put a hole in them.
Yeah, I just feel like you should like record this. I feel like this is good content.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I might even do Facebook Live, so we can do Facebook Live of my death.
Right? And I just feel like you should definitely just be like you walk up there and it's like, hey, how's it going? You're like, I've got guns. That's just like the first thing you say.
Yeah, right. And I think that this is in one of those communities of it's Stanwood, which is near Big Rapids. So these are some of the most undesirable people on the planet. These are actual dirt bags. So
fucking undesirable, baby.
I'm gonna be like fucking Yosemite Sam, coming out of my truck, and the thing is, I actually look like one of them. I've got a 20-year-old pickup with rusted out fenders. I'm wearing a fucking Carhartt jacket. I look like I'm impoverished, like these animals. So,
do you have a pair of cowboy boots?
No, but I got a pair of Caterpillar boots, so maybe I'll wear those fucking things. Say, I'm like you. I make $3,000 a year. I'm a loser, or some shit like that.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm excited for you, kinda.
Yeah, I am too. So it's been nice knowing you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So what's on your mind? Those are the big things that are consuming me.
I got to tell you, well, first of all, I got a big story for you, which is going to be some juicy content, baby. But before that, I just got to let the audience know how hilarious that text you sent me last night was.
Oh, yeah.
Which was, and I quote, "Are you ready to discuss slaughtering some hot puss Thursday morning?" It's like both so professional and so unprofessional at the same time. I don't know how you pulled that off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's how it is. That's always the goal, to make you laugh.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, of course, where I'm at in my life, of course, I'm not slaughtering hot puss or anything like that on a frequent basis.
You're not? But, I can't believe it.
Oh, you get married, you have a kid, and you just start slaughtering chocolate is what you do.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad, man.
No, so let me tell you this story, Eric. You are just this is gonna get you riled up, Jack.
All right, good.
What's that?
I said good.
Okay, so on our my neighborhood fucking Facebook group chat or whatever, like the other day, all of a sudden, and like this Facebook group is like non-action, right? Like there's nobody posts any cool shit. It's just like every once in a while, this lady will be like, "I have some boxes if anybody needs any," like boring shit, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, this lady, she's like looks younger-ish, but she posted this link to this video, right? and she like makes this post, and what you gather from the post and the video is that there is a child predator that like lives in our neighborhood, I guess.
Okay.
And so like this lady's like, I researched and found this video. Like my husband is some sort of like, you know how like you can work at a cop shop but not be a cop? You know,
right. Yeah, you can get access to.
She's like.
Yeah, you can get like access to databases and things like that.
Yeah, and she's like, my husband like was researching this as part of some shit. Anyways, so she posts this video, and so me and Blue were like watching it and stuff like that, and like, you know, we don't really know, like, you don't know everybody in your fucking neighborhood, right? So like, we're like watching the video, and like, I'm like, I don't recognize any of these fucking people, right? So, anyways, the lady was just like, I want to make you aware that there's a fucking child predator in this neighborhood. So you think the story is going to die there, right?
Okay.
But then the fucking guy that it is, he comments on the post with like this novel, right? So he's like, yeah, like I've been dealing with this since January, and like leaves this whole post as basically like I got tricked. Like this was like a sting operation. Like I thought I was meeting somebody that was over 18, but I wasn't, which is a lie. You know what I mean?
Of course it is. Yes.
But yeah, so he like puts this thing, and then he's like, you know, just fucking leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone. Like, you know, like
No. You gotta harass them. That's what you do. You're supposed to.
So, I know. So that's like, he like leaves this thing, and like in my head, I'm like, I don't understand this, right? Because like there's two options here. Either you don't post something and you remain in anonymity, right? Where like nobody, like maybe somebody recognizes your face, but maybe probably not. And I was like, or you fucking post it and let everybody fucking know who it is.
Yeah, you're confirming it.
Yeah, so then Blue goes into fucking Detective Blue mode, right? Like Law and Order SVU. Like she became fucking Mariska Hargitay for a sec here. And so she's accessing like the dark web databases of like his name, and like finds out which house he lives in.
Oh,
and, like,
nice.
Like what crime is like all this crazy stuff. And she was like, so we figured out who it was and whatnot. But anyways, when that guy posted that, because like you're saying, like you got to harass or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man, the ladies in the neighborhood, if I could tell you, they went fucking wild, dude. They were like just just saying some like pretty nasty stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I get it, like you're pissed off or whatever, but I'm like, what if you like set this guy off and he just starts shooting, dude?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know that's also that is a concern, but that's that whole mama bear thing. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You got, and by the way, someone said Blue Detective Mode is Blue's Clues. And then,
I like that.
And then there's, you know, there's nothing us dudes can do about that when the whole mama bear thing takes over. That they're going to take out the trash. They're probably going to yank that guy out of his house, and then they're all going to suffocate him by sitting on his face. And then that's it. He's going to die with a glazed face.
Well, you know, the problem with that, though, is, like, that generally seems like how the Freddy Krueger movie started. You know what I mean? Like, that motherfucker's going to come back with some fucking hand knives. You know what I mean?
So did you, like, drive by the guy's house?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, yeah, we were, like, coming home, I think, like, that same day from, like, somewhere. And so, yeah, we found which house it was, and, like, you know, so we know. And, like, then Blue, like, after she went, like, detective mode, she was like, we're going to have to move, and, like, it's going wild, right? And I'm like, no. I'm like, we're not the one fondling, you know, tiny genitals. Like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, we're staying here. That guy can fucking go if we put the pressure on.
You know, when you get the mom squad after the kid toucher, a lot of times they'll go door to door and like leave a flyer, or they'll bang on the door and talk to the homeowner and say, hey, there's a kid toucher in the blue house over there, you know, and then and so the kid toucher, once the word gets out, he's fucked. So he either sells and moves himself, or he'll kill himself, one or the other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I've never, obviously, this is actually like the first neighborhood I've ever lived in. Usually I just lived in an apartment. But like, it's like the first type of situation and I've been in like this. Except for I was telling Blue, I was like, she was like looking up like sexual offenders or like sex offenders or whatever in the area. And she was like, finding like all these. I was like, if you think about it, I was like, it was probably the same in the 90s. I was like, we just didn't fucking know about it. I was like, there's probably like, you know, people sucking kids' dicks and stuff back then, too.
Oh,
and we just didn't fucking know.
Oh, yeah. Nowadays, it's tough. It's weird for child predators because they have easier access to kids through the internet, but there's also a greater risk because a lot of times they could be talking to a cop.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, interesting. I'm glad that the neighborhood is mobilizing, though. What you got to do is you got to hope for suicide.
What a sentence. I know. I was the first thing I thought of is I don't know if you were like big or like if you watched like Saturday Night Live in the 90s or whatever. But I'm big on Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey. I don't know if you know who that is?
Yeah, of course.
And so, yeah, my first thought was, and I told it as a joke to Blue, but she was not in a joking mood at the time, of course, so it was a big mistake on my part. But I was like, we should just go leave a pumpkin on his doorstep with a knife in it, and then a note that just says "you."
Oh no!
And she was like, "That's not funny."
Yeah,
like,
no, it is. It is. And she doesn't get that joke because she's a girl.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we all know this. Women rule the world. In my opinion, women rule the world. But the women have horrible senses of humor 99% of the time. That's a good joke, and you tell her to shut up.
That's how I feel about it.
All right. Well, that's incredible. Well, good luck with that. Jesus, man.
I know. Yeah, you're about to be embroaching on the fucking the crazy northern people's territory, and I got a fucking child predator. So we're wild these days, Easy.
Yeah, I think you might have just made up a word there. I think you said embroaching.
Yeah. I was trying to find the word, and I couldn't find it, but I felt like the pause was getting too long, so I was like, just fire one off, dude.
I think you combined encroaching and broach to give us...
I for sure did.
To give us embroaching.
We'll throw that fucker in Urban Dictionary. It's fine.
Yep. Hey, so did you see the Lions sign C.J. Gardner-Johnson?
I did, dude. Like, wild. I mean, I know it's just funny how, like, well, it's not funny. It's interesting how, like, the free agency market works, where, like a player wants to bet on his value, but then, like, nobody else in his position group wants to bet on their value, so then the fucking market, like, shifts, you know what I mean? That guy, I think the Eagles maybe offered him a bigger contract before, but then, like, this free agency, I think they wanted to give him, like, $6 million a year or something like that because the market had shifted. And then the Lions came in there with the $8 million, which is cool. But also, if he's pretty good, which I feel like he is, like, I wish we would have got him for more years, you know?
Right. And I think that the way they do it is they sign these guys for the short term because otherwise I think teams are worried about, like, that salary cap and how much money they will have on the books.
Yeah, I know that's true.
Because they still have to pay for all these rookies that they're going to draft 4 people in the first 2 rounds. They need, but that actually might come from a separate pot. But don't forget, a lot of these veterans that are players that are establishing themselves are going to get new deals like Penei Sewell and shit like that. But anyway, I just love the fact that this guy plays for the team that goes to the Super Bowl, and he thinks this is a victory, something we're not used to. He thinks his better options are with the Lions.
I know. That's fucking awesome. And, I mean, the guy he's like all over the fucking field, you know?
Yeah.
I mean? He's like different positions, and I'm like, well, good, because every one of those positions that he does, we were pretty bad at.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had a lot of issues in that defensive backfield, and they've signed 3 players that are going to shore that up. So I'm getting pretty excited about this shit.
I know, man. I'm telling you, I mean, the safeties, I mean, if Tracy Walker comes back and he's not a gimp because he fucking tore his Achilles, and he's generally pretty good. We got Kirby Joseph. We got him. I mean, to play like if we do like a 3 safety or throw him in the fucking slot, and we got all those other guys. Yeah, it's gonna be wild, dude. We're gonna have usually if I remember like my childhood and like watching the Lions, like you've got like your starters, and then I'm like, they fucking better not get injured because we got fucking shit behind that. You know what I mean?
Listen.
And, I feel like we got so much depth right now. It's wild.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. After all of the positive things that have happened, if they tank next year, if they do the old open up 0-6 or something like that, half the state of Michigan is going to kill themselves.
I know. And I was almost like when all the Vegas odds makers and like the NFL is releasing like power rankings for next season, and like the Lions are at number 10 or whatever. I'm like, will you guys stop doing that? Like, you're gonna freak everybody out.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna freak all the players out. We're gonna stock, dude.
I heard one dickhead say, not only are they picked to win the North, they're picked to win the NFC, which means they go to the Super Bowl, for fuck's sake.
That would be, I'm telling you, Eric Zane, that would be wild. And I know there's a lot of fucking older people out there that, they're like, oh, I've never seen the Lions that good and like blah, 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 which I get. But like, I was born in the fucking 90s where like my first taste of the Lions was like pretty good mediocrity. You know what I mean? Like the Barry Sanders days when it was like, they were good, but like never like too good. You know what I mean? And then, I was like, okay, we can build from this. And then we just sucked for, a long fucking time, you know what I mean? And, going through the 0-16. And then, got, a little bit good and then sucked again. Yeah. So, if we can get to the fucking Super Bowl, I just feel like for me as a human being, it's just going to be, so fucking sweet. Because it's just, when you're, 9 years old and Barry Sanders retires and then, your team just sucks forever, you're just like, what the fuck's going on, dude?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. This would be so strange, just fucking strange to have them in that spot. And it's see, Chris writes, let's just shoot for the playoffs first. And it's like, no, fuck that. I actually,
fuck that.
Every year I make predictions. And this year my predictions were my old radio partner, Smug Beer, is going to have a baby with his child wife. And then the other thing was Putin is going to detonate a nuclear warhead. And the third thing is the Lions are going to win the Super
Hell yeah.
Yep. And if,
you know what's wild, too? I don't know. We would not be able to pull this off. But I'm pretty sure before last season, I think I predicted the Lions to go 9-8. And I feel like you thought I was fucking wild.
I probably did.
I'm pretty sure that happened, and I'm pretty sure that's what they did.
I think that's true. I vaguely remember that, and I don't remember anything. Let me tell you this. If Putin on the day before the Super Bowl blows up all of Ukraine with a nuclear weapon, and then the next day the Lions win the Super Bowl, I won't care that Putin blew up Ukraine.
For sure.
So stupid.
I will say this, Eric Zane. If the fucking Lions go to the Super Bowl, I think we're just gonna have to do a live show during the game.
We're gonna have to do something. I mean, then again, I don't know.
Like that's a once in a lifetime right there.
I take it back. I cannot commit to that because I mean, that would be so big. I wouldn't want anything to distract me.
Okay, that's fair enough.
All right. Hey, I'm going to cut you loose.
All right. Sounds good.
You're the best. Tell everybody I said hi and go get them.
All right. Love you guys. Deucey.
Yeah, see you. Deucey. Bye-bye. Oh, my God. Let's kill with Kyle. Adnan says awkward. It's just a joke. Come on. That's not awkward. Not everything has to be awkward. We've got Spartan talk. Raheem just checked in. Good morning, Eric. Michigan State is in the Sweet 16. Hope for a win. Go Spartans. Yeah, that kind of crept up on me that the tournament is back today. They play Kansas State at 6:30 p.m. on TBS. Spartans are minus. Wait a minute. Fuck. I can't even see this. Minus 1.5. Are they giving the Spartans giving 1.5? Or are they getting 1.5? I don't know. I don't bet. What the fuck do I care? Kuipers wants Kansas State to win because he loves Michigan and hates Michigan State. Chris says Spartan Roundtable. And yes, Florida Man 18 says they are favored. Spartan Roundtable. Hello, everyone. This is Will Tiemann. The Spartans take on Kansas State. He got it. That is, Linda loves the impression of Will Tiemann. He is the on the Spartan Network, the radio guy for the Michigan State Spartans. Spartans are... The thing about Will Tiemann is it doesn't hurt for me to do them. Sometimes impressions hurt my throat, hurt my voice. But not that one, Eric Zane. Thank you, Will. Let's have a frank conversation about the Spartans. We used to play clips of Will Tiemann, and then I would talk over the clips. Let's see. Will Tiemann, he got it. Let's see here.
You. We're going to give it to you right now.
You don't. I was waiting for a head nod.
Yes. Okay. I'm nodding my head now. Scott Westerman doesn't know this, but we have a little hardware for him, and the reason why.
Oh, he's giving Scott an MAB.
Association of Broadcasters gives awards every year. Further the on all the time.
I don't care about this. I wanted some play-by-play. I clicked on the wrong thing. All right. Never mind. Bad idea. You don't need to hear his voice because I just did it. Scott Westerman here. He's just got an award from the Michigan Association of Broadcasters. The MAB is a joke. You know how you win an MAB? Let me explain this to you. I just saw one of the radio stations in town was bragging that their morning show won an MAB. This is what you do to win an MAB. You take 3 minutes of audio from your morning show and you mail it with an application, or you submit it with an application, and like $200. And then a group of like 3 people gathers around and they listen. And then they go, which one's your favorite? This one is. And then once they get a consensus, they first, second, and third. And so based on 3 minutes of audio, and that's it, and $200, they determine who is the morning show of the year. And it is so stupid. It means absolutely nothing. It's a complete scam. They don't look at how much money the show generates. They don't look at who's actually listening or how many people are paying attention or listening in the ratings or anything like that. Nothing. I told Stu McAllister this. I go, you could invent a radio station. You could actually get the form, download the form, and say you're a radio station, and then submit whatever you want. And if they like it, you too could win an MAB. Comment from Chris, unrelated, listening to the Lost Zane recordings. Chris hates Julius on the Lost Zane recordings. He kills the momentum on the bit. Oh, he would do that all the time. Such a downer. All right. Concerning ratings, Chris says bribing people with $1 to contribute to Nielsen Diaries. Julius was hilarious, Kenny says. Well, I mean, no, he wasn't hilarious. And everyone knows you have the worst taste in everything except for your choice of podcast. So that doesn't count. No, I'm actually kidding. There have been a few times I've listened and said, that's actually funny. But he annoyed the shit out of me sometimes. All right. I'm completely getting off track. Hire me on Cameo, cameo.com/Eric Zane. If someone's having a birthday, maybe you got wedding anniversary, workplace achievement, college graduation, whatever it may be, young and old, I can help you on Cameo. Hire me at cameo.com/Eric Zane. We heard about Joe Martinez on the trail again. He's going to Texas. I don't know if that's work related or what, but good luck on the road. Try not to text while you're driving. A&E Heating and Cooling. While he's away, Jason and David are minding the store along with the ladies. Actually, the ladies are minding the store, bossing those two clowns around. 616-516-8579. Of the two, Jason and David is more of the dreamboat. So when you reach out to A&E Heating and Cooling, I mean, if it's Joe Martinez, you're just going to go, oh, my God, he's just so handsome. But of the two, David is the absolute dreamboat. Jason's more rough and ready. He's the bad boy. 616-516-8579. Joe's like, what? Huh? For A&E Heating and Cooling, reach out and schedule that AC tune-up. It won't be long before that's happening. If you need them for an after-hours service call, just remember A and E. So A&E, Heating and Cooling. Now, you're going to get an annoyed crew. God dang it, Saturday night, 10 p.m. What? I got to help you? Well, they'll help you. And they're going to overcharge you because that's what you get for after-hours service call because you didn't change your furnace filter, dumbass. 616-516-8579. I've got an accountant on the show. Tag Accounting. 616-301-9516. Reach out from anywhere in the United States to take advantage of Tag Accounting. So you're living in Wisconsin, and you haven't gotten your taxes done. You're waiting on your old college roommate to do it for you. And he's like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then 3 days before the deadline, April 18th, he's like, I can't do it, man. I'm in jail. Fuck you. I got a Dewey. Then you call Tag Accounting. You call ahead of time, though. Don't let your asshole friend do your taxes for you. 616-301-9516. Your brother-in-law doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He doesn't know tax law. There's lots of changes every year. Don't be a dumbass. 616-301-9516. Avoid the DIY bullshit. Have a professional do your taxes. Hang on. Sorry. Have you been following the saga of basketball player Ja Morant? He plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. Fantastic player. He came from Murray State. Now, he's one of the better, if not the best player in the league. He's definitely one of the most electric. I mean, this guy does these crazy dunks. He posterizes players and he's the dude whose dickhead dad almost got into a fight with Shannon Sharp. the guy who does the sports talk show with Skip Bayless. Now, to me, the first indication that Morant is a moron who does stupid shit was he had to go to Murray State. I don't know anything about him. I don't know what the story is, why he wound up at like pretty much like a high school for college. And, you know, he's one of the best players in the NBA. Why the fuck would he play for a little burg school like Murray State? I mean, if you're so great, why didn't you go to Kentucky or Duke or Kansas? You know, schools like that. Instead, no, you're on Murray State. So, oh boy, something's going on there. Obviously, a dumb fuck makes bad decisions. Stupid idiot that no one wants around because trouble is going to follow him. Okay, now, I don't know if that is going to be the case, but I know that he did get in some degree of trouble. In the past few weeks, he's had to dole out 1-2 apologies. What happened? He was shown in an Instagram video, and he's 23, all the money in the world. And he shot this is a still grab, a screenshot from the video in which he's dancing and having a good time. His shirt's off. He's got all sorts of crazy ass jewelry on, and he's holding a pistol. And he's just kind of like waving it around for the camera, showing it off. All right. This is that picture. This is the one that caused him all the problems. First of all, that is not a gun. That's a toy. And I don't know why he's holding it like a bitch. If you're going to hold a gun, well, first of all, if you're going to wave a gun around, I would start by getting a gun. That little piss ass thing, I don't know what the fuck that is. I mean, if you're going to go ahead and show everybody that you got a gun, you need to get like a 50 cal pistol or something like that. Or a big fucking Dirty Harry monstrosity. That's bigger than Shaq's dick. But this little fucking thing, this is what everybody's upset about? My God. If you fire that stupid thing, I don't even know if it even break the skin. The jewelry is ridiculous. I don't know what this is. Is this a Star Trek thing going on? Chris says, a gold-plated Desert Eagle. Yes. Made by fucking badass Hebrews. Son of a bitch. Not that little fucking thing. If I'm the league, I announce, hey, you're suspended for waving a bitch-ass gun like a bitch. The fuck are you doing? If you're going to wave a gun, wave a gun. Not that fucking thing, you asshole. So then, you know, everybody, oh my God. We're hurt. John Moran waved a pistol. And everybody knows that guns kill people. Oh my God. This is the worst thing ever. He must pay. And so everybody got all pissed off. Chris writes, I think it's the gun stuff paired with the drunk Instagram videos he was doing. He was just down in the booze, was going out of control. Yeah, shut up. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. People are just fucking butthurt. Of course he's got guns. He probably plays with guns on him. He's Ja Morant. So right away, everybody is ruined. You know, when when that happened, they're like, well, in the newsrooms before the newscast starts, they're like, what do we start with? Hurricane or maybe earthquake that killed 80,000, Ukraine, Trump, or Ja Morant is shit-faced with a tiny gun. Let's go with Ja Morant. By the way, Madison says to me the other day, she goes, oh, I got a busy day Saturday. I go, yeah? Yeah, I'm going to a protest. I go, yeah, what do you... Yeah, it's a gun protest in Lansing. I go, oh. What are you protesting? Guns. Oh. Well, like what? You mean like the fabrication process of guns, or no, Dad, gun violence. I'm protesting. I go, well, who's the target? What are you urging people to do with your protest? Don't worry, Dad, it'll be fine. I go, well, I'm just having a conversation with you. What is the protest about? Guns. They're bad. I go, no, they're not. The people who use them are bad. I know, that's what we're protesting. I go, well, then you're not protesting guns. You're protesting people who kill people? No, it's a gun protest. Don't you know? You're stupid. Fuck off. Shut up. You don't know anything. You're old and dumb. Fuck you. Aram says, I am hearing that she is advocating for change. Oh, yeah. We're trying to change things, for people. We need a change. Yeah, well, I mean, I can get behind that. Yeah, sure, we don't want people to die, but I think this is a misguided protest. You don't know anything. Why are you so stupid? Like, okay, all right, have fun. Tyler says 90% of protesters don't know what they're really protesting. Oh, yeah, all the time. So she goes, it's safe. It's going to be safe. There won't be any problems there. It's just going to be, we're just going to yell and carry signs and things. And by the way, don't touch my body. It's my body. I can do whatever the fuck I want with my body. Chris says, I remember when I was her age and knew everything. Oh, yeah. And I just like, oh, wow. Aram's winning me back. He says, Dad, they just want people to have the conversation. There's an important conversation that needs to take place, Dad. And you don't know what the hell you're doing. You're stupid. Fucking Gen Z. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to be driving over to that guy's house with a goddamn armory in the front seat. So while you're preaching for change, I'm going to be like a rootin' tootin' cowboy. Tyler says she should protest COVID while she's at it. Yeah, go after COVID. COVID's the real enemy here. Kent, drop the E out of use. Says, tell her you're going with her to protect her with your concealed. Yeah, I'm going to go there with you, with my guns. Fuck you, Dad. You don't know anything. You and your gun are going to kill everyone. Everyone's going to die because of that gun, Dad. Like, uh-huh. Yeah, thanks anyway. By the way, I'll have you know that the other day, the grandkids came over, and I went around and gathered all the weaponry and put them in the safe. I took the shotgun and hid it in a out-of-reach place, gave it the all clear, and then that's what I did. You just see that's responsible. That's what people who aren't fucking morons do. Can you imagine? Because I'll tell you right now, if I was their age and I came across a gun, I'm definitely going to pick that fucking thing up. All right. I don't remember what I was talking about. Okay. Oh, Ja Morant. So anyway, he apologized once, and then there was a suspension for doing this, and everybody threw the book at him. And now and then the other day, he actually made his return to the court last night. But before I get to that, just the other day, see, yesterday was the 22nd. On the 21st, after practice, he spoke. And they can't get enough of this. The reporters, they all they want to do is talk to him. Oh my God, what you do is so horrible. It's terrible. I can't believe this. This is terrible. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. And, Morant has enough sense that he's seeing dollar signs now going away. All right. So thank God he's got enough people telling him, look, you got to lay low. You got to act like you're very disappointed in yourself. No more waving small guns. You're going to have to start waving bazookas if you really want to make a splash. But until then, give yourself a chance here. And, you've turned over a new leaf. You got to do like Michael Vick. Michael Vick, that's one of the most incredible success stories ever. The guy used to wake up every day and shoot dogs, and that's it. And then the next thing you know, he's in prison. And then somehow he gets out of prison, and he convinces everybody that he loves animals now. And then everybody believed it. And we all know that's not true. He probably went right over to his buddy's house, and they had a big dog fight right there, and then had sex with him. And then he starts playing he's the comeback player of the year, Michael Vick. And now he's a talking head on TV, and everybody thinks that he's adopting dogs and taking care of them. That he's he's a foster. And everybody buys it. Now, we all know it's not true. Morant has to do that. Act like he's no longer waving guns around. When in fact, he is. You can win them back and save yourself millions. Just like the other day. He apologized again on Tuesday. Quote, I'm completely sorry for that. Morant said after practice, speaking for the first time since concluding his 8-game suspension by the NBA. So, my job now is, like I said, to be more responsible, more smarter, and don't cause any of that no more. All right. Now, that's the best you're going to get. Started out okay. So, my job now is, like I said, to be more responsible. If he ended it there, that's fine. But then he went with more smarter, which we all know is fucked up. And it just sounds fucked up. It's grammatically a catastrophe. And don't cause any of that no more. Well, that's saying that's a double negative. You're saying don't cause any of that no more. It would have to be and cause any of that no more, or cause any of that anymore. He's a fucking moron. This is a stupid man. Amy says He's a horrible human. Now, clearly, I'm guessing she's talking about Mike Vick. Or are you talking about Ja Morant? I'm guessing you're probably talking about Vic. I see. Yeah, I don't think you can unring the bell. I think if I did something like that, it's difficult to kind of turn it around. But he has. I don't know how, but he has. Who's worse, Vic or OJ? I would say they are on the same level, in my opinion. I love this. I think Eric is one of very few people that's responsible with guns. I don't believe that. I believe there's a lot of people responsible with guns. She says, I know people who keep their guns in duffel bags. Well, I mean, that's not a permanent place for it. I keep my shotgun under the bed. But that's when I'm home and I'm sleeping. If someone's coming over, I'll hide that fucker. Yeah, you have to. All right. So anyway, getting back to Morant, he took the court last night. He did not start the game, but he eventually got in the game.
Bring me the priest, my pope. There is a case that needs your attention. This is not about the boy. You've been playing.
There's an ad. And if there's an ad playing, Pope's Exorcist, I'm not happy.
In theaters April 14th.
It was for that new movie with the guy who played Gladiator, Cameron Crowe. What the fuck is his name? It's Russell Crowe. That's the guy. He's like a exorcist, like a priest or something like that, and the kid's fucking scary as shit. Audio check, video check. This is Ja Morant returning to the court.
And then at Atlanta, and then home to Orlando, and you hear the roar of the crowd, and here's why.
Look at standing ovation. Yes, they love him. Standing ovation. You see, it worked. It worked. This is expert work by his PR department. Congrats to you. They are clapping like this person says. They're giving him a standing ovation like he came back from a career-ending injury. LOL. That is awesome. Hopefully he makes all the right choices from here on out. We can't be perfect, this person says. Oh, yeah, the choice is wave the guns around, just no cameras.
Partner, the people are standing all the way to the top of the building.
I guess he ended up throwing down a monster dunk in the game. For the Memphis Grizzlies. I want to see that dunk.
Conchar. Morant's got an alley to the rim. Oh, wow! And the foul. Morant's got an alley to the rim. Oh,
damn.
Wow! And the foul.
He can fly.
Holy cow.
I love the mask.
Welcome back, John.
Maybe they forgot.
Watch this.
He's been gone for a couple of weeks. Maybe they forgot. Well, introduce yourself.
That guy can fucking fly. Holy shit. My gosh. One more thing. The dad, I was telling you about the dad. tee. He's wearing a hoodie that says redemption. From what? I would love to ask that guy that question. What is he being redeemed from? Because the answer is himself. Stupidity. If you're getting some type of redemption, what happened that you need the redemption, that you need to be redeemed? And you know this enabling asshole is going to drop some bit of stupidity, blaming someone else for this moronic behavior of his. All right. I predict bad things on the horizon for Ja Morant. Because he's stupid. I can't wait for that. You watch. This guy is going to flame out. Holy shit. All right. Advertise with the Eric Zane Show podcast. It's so simple. Reach out, Eric at ericzaneshow.com, and off you go. I will tell you all about it. Fill you in as to how it works. If you ever want to get a Eric Zane Show podcast t-shirt, just go to ericzaneshow.com. Oh, boy, it's sale time again. My merch provider is a company known as T-Public. And they have made these shirts. They decide to announce sales. $6 off a t-shirt was $22, now $16. So that means after shipping, you're going to pay a little bit more than $20 for a Eric Zane Show podcast t-shirt. These are the different styles you can choose from. Go get a few, okay? Get a few of these bad boys, and while they're on sale, and save yourself some cash. ericzaneshow.com. Click on merch. There is one style that's inactive. It's this one. You cannot buy that shirt. The name Zaniac died with those scumbags. All right. ericzaneshow.com. Thank you if you've bought a shirt in the past. Buy another one, because that one's wearing out, for God's sake. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV, 616-532-6600. Thank you. Fixing cars expertly in West Michigan. Free loaner cars. Lots of love. Best coffee maker in town. Best family-run business you'll find. 616-532-6600 for Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Thank you to the Kent County Health Department for letting me talk about their initiatives to help the public. 616-632-7200. If you or someone you know or love needs information about how to utilize the WIC program, they will help you every step of the way. If you qualify, you will have an easier time feeding your family. The Kent County Health Department at accesskent.com/health. Who is your asshole of the day? Taking a look. I'm going to go with Ja Morant. Welcome back. You are the asshole of the day. And you should have probably gotten that about a week ago. Maybe more. Brought to you by my friends at TC Paintball. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my time. I appreciate you being part of the Eric Zane Show podcast. Suggestion for asshole of the day: gun protests. Everybody's indicting my guy selling me the mattress, saying that he's a few potential asshole of the day. Maureen says the same thing. Asshole of the day, bed scammer on Marketplace who's going to hurt Eric and steal his kidney. What the fuck is wrong with you people? That was loud. Rest in peace to your ears. Talk to you tonight. Ben and Eric Patreon podcast, 7 p.m. Have a good one, folks. See you. Bye-bye.
92% of households that join Peloton early in the year are still active a year later.
Yeah, if you like cycling to EDM.
Not just EDM. Try cycling to Broadway hits, take a scenic hike in Iceland on our treadmill, or roll to some 80s jams.
Because I have so much free time.
Whether you have 30 minutes or just 5, Peloton can fit any schedule. 92% stick with it. So can you. Try Peloton tread, row, or bikes risk-free with a 30-day home trial. New members only. Not available in remote locations. See additional terms at onepeloton.com/home-trial.
Need weekend plans to get spring ready? Make Lowe's your weekend destination this spring with Weekending at Lowe's. Stop by for free activities and workshops, including our upcoming Raised Garden Bed Workshop. This month, we're celebrating with fun events like Springfest Egg Venture, where you can enjoy Easter treats for the whole family. Visit Lowe's.com/events for this month's full lineup. Count on Lowe's for all of your home improvement needs. And now, activities in your community with Weekending at Lowe's.